After some rough early years, Hyundai has turned into a true Cinderella story. While this Korean importer has always offered high content and high value, they've now added high quality and highly respected warranty protection. Americans just can't get enough Hyundai products. So as soon as they announced the new Tucson compact SUV, the lines began to form. But we don't think you can tell much about a vehicle standing still. So let's get rolling and find out if Hyundai's rising reputation carries over to the 2005 Tucson compact sport utility vehicle. The Tucson is a unibody SUV based on the Elantra's front-wheel drive chassis while sharing a few parts with the Kia Sportage. And the urban-style Tucson takes most of its design cues straight from its Santa Fe utility stablemate. Though the littler Tyke did abandon its big brother's bubble lip grille, its more conservative draw still fits the bill. At only 170.3 inches long, the freshman Tucson is just 7 inches shorter than the Santa Fe, setting up the veteran to grow to mid-size when it's redesigned later this year. Tucson wears swept-back headlights, clean character lines, roof rack rails, tinted glass, and 16-inch alloys. Tucson's 103.5-inch wheelbase is actually a bit longer than the Santa Fe's and 5.5 inches longer than the Toyota RAV4. So though slight in size, it is far from the runt of the SUV litter. The Tucson packs power in two choices. Standard is the Elantra's 2-liter twin-cam 4, pushing 140 horsepower and 136 pound-feet of torque. Our tester gets the Santa Fe's 2.7-liter V6, generating 173 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. The 2-liter is fitted to a 5-speed manual with the optional 4-speed automatic. The manual mode automatic is the only transmission for the V6. Both engines can be configured for front or all-wheel drive. On the track, our all-wheel drive Tucson V6 accelerated from 0 to 60 in a fine 9 seconds flat, with a quarter mile of 16.1 seconds at 85 miles per hour. Peppy is a good description. Off the line with minor wheel spin, power builds smoothly with no dead spots. Shifts were easy, even in manual mode, but the tranny seemed to shift itself regardless of driver input. For the opposite motion, braking is by way of 4-wheel vented disc with standard ABS. The Tucson secured short stops of 126 feet. Pedal feel is a bit soft, but there's very little ABS pulsing. As for maneuverability, the all-independent suspension provides good response with quick turn-ins. The reaction is mild understeer and a fair bit of body roll. The rack and pinion steering is light and quick, but feels disconnected. The Tucson's automatic all-wheel drive system reminds us of what the original Ford Escape employed. There's a multi-plate clutch pack attached to the rear differential. Power goes to the front wheels unless slip is detected. For really tough going, the driver can hit a dash switch that will lock the system in a 50-50 torque split. We found the all-wheel drive unit put a significant burden on the 4-pot, but the V6 handled the added weight and duty effortlessly. Moving inside, the Tucson's cabin is undeniably Hyundai. The dash is straightforward yet good-looking with decent quality plastics, tactile controls, and adequate gauge layout. Step-in is comfortable and places you in well-shaped supportive front seats with manual adjust. The standard CD stereo is well-sighted high in the center dash, but the joystick tuner was a bust with our staff. The heat and ventilation controls, however, are excellent and foolproof. The 3-person 60-40 split rear seat is really only adequate for 2 adults, and when filled, cargo space is 22.7 cubic feet. Once folded, cargo room increases to 65.5, which is at the small end of its class. But occupant safety features easily outclass most rivals. All Tucsons come with front seat mounted side airbags and side curtain airbags for both rows. It's the cheapest SUV with such protection standard. But before we reveal the asking price for the Tucson, let's see how thirsty it is. EPA estimates for the V6 all-wheel drive come in at 20 city and 26 highway. In mixed driving, our 2.7-liter gave up a disappointing 18 miles per gallon. But the Tucson is still a bargain. The 2-liter Tucson GL manual begins at $18,094. Add all-wheel drive and a V6, and GLS trim goes for $22,094. The top of the line is the LX all-wheel drive V6, and it begins at $23,344. As we've come to expect from Hyundai, those are very competitive prices, even before you factor in Hyundai's extensive warranty package with its 5-year 60,000-mile whole car warranty and 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain protection. So Hyundai has figured out how to make way for one more addition to the crowded compact SUV segment. The new Tucson is a perfect match for consumers seeking affordable utility, impressive content, and quality in an easy-to-park package. It should be a hit. Well, I hope you'll join us next week for more Motorweek, when we'll test the outrageous Lamborghini Gallardo supercar and Nissan's new midsize Frontier pickup. And we'll turn even more new car keys. Anquinette Crosby raises our bid at the Barrett-Jackson Classic Car Auction, while Pat Goss picks up on a few car care odds and ends. I'm John Davis. We'll see you then.
To learn more about Motorweek, television's original automotive magazine, visit PBS online at pbs.org. Motorweek has been brought to you by the Stanley Works, makers of professional-grade mechanics and automotive tools. Stanley, proud to support public television. Stanley, make something great. Information available at www.stanleytools.com. To order a video cassette of this program, call 1-800-873-6154. This program was produced by Maryland Public Television, which is solely responsible for its content.
We are PBS.